Welcome to the August 21st edition of Litter Media Live for this Friday. It's an exciting Friday because it's the start of high school football season here at Litter Media. We have our game of the week coming up tonight. I'll tell you more about that just a little bit later. But first, I want to tell you about the forecast. A high of 80 for Friday with clear conditions, perfect for a football Friday night. Saturday, we'll see a high of 80 with the possibility of light rain. Overnight lows will dip to 63 before Sunday sees a high of 74 with some sunshine that should stick around for Monday. When I come back, I'll take a look at news followed by sports in this date in history, so stay tuned for beneficial news that you can use here on Litter Media Live. First, I want to tell you about Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. They're your trusted comfort advisor. If you're in need of any of these services, just click on this ad where you see it at littermedia.com and it'll take you right to their website to learn more. That's Accurate, HVAC.com.
At Tomlinson Insurance, we've been protecting families, farms, and businesses since 1853. From auto, home, farm, life, or health, we tailor coverage that fits your world. With multiple carriers to meet your insurance needs. Real people, real service, local agents who can answer the phone and care when it matters most. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call or stop by today.
The Pike County Career and Technology Center provides hands-on, skilled trades training with engaging curriculums and endless possibilities. From automotive technology, carpentry, business management, to culinary arts and interactive media. From electricity, welding, HVAC, engineering, and medical technology, to pre-nursing, basic food service, and public safety. We're preparing our youth for America's workforce through today's technology. To learn more about Pike County CTC, visit pikectc.org.
I was looking for a first job. I had been babysitting and decided it was something for a little more permanent. It pays very well. It's convenient. You can make your own schedule with the flexibility. That's something that I like. The people that I work with are great. I wouldn't ask for a better crew or management team to work for.
Life. It can get on top of you quickly, can't it? But with 211, it only takes one step to get connected to the help you need. 211 is always available to help. So get in touch today.
For beneficial news that you can use, you know the place to go. It's littermedia.com. It has everything that Dan and I do on a daily basis right there on one page. You can see everything you want to see on littermedia.com, as well as our social media sites, which are embedded in the top right corner there, like X, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, Instagram, and Litter Media Radio, so that you make sure that you're completely covered. We make sure of that here at Litter Media. There was a ribbon cutting at Huntington local schools before their open house yesterday, and Dan Ramey was there and tells us why.
As the new school year begins at Huntington, they opened Adena Health's newest school-based clinic on the Huntington campus. Adena President and CEO Kathy Edrington said through these clinics, those in the township have better access to health care.
At Adena, our mission towards school-based health is simple. We want to keep that care close to home. It's very important to us. For us, it's around our mission and our vision of making sure that people can get the care where they live and not have to travel.
The clinic was made possible through a partnership through Adina Health, Nationwide Children's Hospital, the Appalachian Children Coalition, and the Ohio Department of Development.
It was a very competitive program. We had $2.1 billion in requests and $500 million to spend. So it's a great success for the Huntington local schools, and it's going to be great for the students here and for the staff and for the community.
By bringing health services directly into our school community, we are making it easier for the students to receive care in a place they know and already trust. We are creating an environment where taking care of your health is not something that has to wait until later.
Services include well visits, sick visits, immunizations, screenings, and health education, with care provided by a certified nurse practitioner. The school-based clinics will also allow Adina to send its mobile clinic to other areas within the region. Adina Health is opening more school-based clinics this school year at Adina Local Schools, Unioto Local, and Chillicothe City Schools. To view clinic schedules and to learn more, visit adina.org/schoolcare. I'm Dan Ramey, Litter Media News.
You can find that ceremony in its entirety on our YouTube channel. In recognition of the year-long America 250 Ohio celebration, the Ohio Department of Commerce's Division of Real Estate and Professional Licensing has launched a new cemetery cleanup portal to highlight the many ways that Ohioans of all ages can step up to help preserve Revolutionary War-era cemeteries located across the state, many of which have fallen into disrepair and are in need of attention. The portal, available at com.ohio.gov/cemetery cleanup, is designed to connect these historic cemeteries with volunteers and service groups who are ready and willing to clean, repair, and support local maintenance efforts at these important locations. Potential project types include, but are not limited to, beautification, landscaping, planting flowers, placing flags, mowing, general grounds maintenance, tree limb removal, headstone cleaning, and trash removal. The Pump House Center for the Arts has put out a call for artists for the Hills Annual Regional Exhibition next weekend. If you have not sent in your entry form, bring it along with the entry fee when you drop off your artwork. Delivery times are Saturday, August 29th, and Sunday, August 30th from 1 to 4 p.m. The opening reception and awards presentation will be Thursday, September 3rd from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. There will be live music and light refreshments. For more on the exhibition, you can check the shared post on our Facebook page. Don't forget that this weekend is downtown Chillicothe's annual Sand in the Streets Beach Volleyball Tournament. Kicking things off tonight, though, is Beach Fest 2026 Yacht Rock Edition. It all kicks off at 6:30, so come out for a performance from Monsters of Yacht and stay for the whole weekend for more music from the Basement Collective and a great time on the beach. You can join the 3rd Annual Car Show and Community Day at Pickaway-Ross CTC on Saturday, August 22nd from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Admission is free and you can enjoy free food, check out the newly expanded campus, and enjoy a fun-filled day for the whole family. Kids will love the touch truck, inflatables, and so much more with plenty of community partners on site. You can come check out the cars, explore the campus, and celebrate the Pickaway-Ross community. The Chillicothe Civic Theatre is proud to announce that next July they will be bringing the French Revolution to the CCT stage with the production of Les Misérables. This classic title is on every musical theater performer's bucket list, and for the first time, it'll be performed at the Chillicothe Civic Theatre. In the meantime, you can get tickets for their upcoming shows, Noise is Off, and Beetlejuice Jr. at cctoh.booktix.com, and that's Tix with an X. When we come back, I'll take a look at sports, followed by This Date in History, right here on Litter Media Live, so don't go anywhere.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch just to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks from your phone. Day or night, wherever you are, or whatever you're doing, download the Kingston National Bank Mobility app today.
Pain was interfering with Tiffany's active lifestyle. Same-day hip replacement at the Adina Orthopedic and Spine Institute got her back to the community she calls home. At Adina, we do what we love, so you can too.
Find a career you love with Pickaway-Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway-Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
Discover Ross County. From the breathtaking outdoor adventures to the historic sights of Chillicothe and family-friendly events and festivals. Explore more at visitchillicotheohio.com or download the free mobile app today. Each week, we'll announce the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Intermedia Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union. And in December, we'll announce the Player of the Year. Nominate any amateur athlete by visiting littermedia.com and click on Player of the Week. You'll also see the players we've named throughout the year. Make your nomination today for the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Intermedia Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union.
And at the end of this segment, right now, I will tell you who this week's Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Intermedia Player of the Week is, presented by Homeland Credit Union. But that's at the end of sports. We got to get through the beginning first. Starting off with the Haynes Total Healthcare Center High School scoreboard. The high school football season kicked off last night, and the Shermans flexed their muscles in an opening win over Jackson, 35-21. Elsewhere, Piketon shut out Northwest, 41-0. Ironton did the same to Williamsburg, 42-0. And Hannibal River beat Portsmouth Notre Dame, 41-6. Coverage of the Litter Media Game of the Week begins tonight at 6:30. Circleville comes to Chillicothe. You can join us on Litter Media Facebook, YouTube, and on Litter Media Radio for the action. You can find a list of area football games on the Haynes Total Healthcare Center High School scoreboard, which we'll return to now to tell you about the rest of the action that took place yesterday. In boys golf, the SVC match at Crown Hill Golf Club, Westfall was a winner, with Adina and Unyoda rounding out the top three. The medalist for that match was Brendan Biegler of Westfall. The tri-match at Buckeye Hills saw Hillsboro beating White Oak and McLean, with Connor Chandler of McLean, the medalist for that match. In girls golf, there was a quad match at Pickaway Country Club. Adina, Zane Trace, and Piketon rounding out the top three, with Rosella Latavo of Zane Trace, that medalist. In volleyball, Logan Elm beat Amanda Clear Creek 3-0. Athens taking Fairfield Union 3-0. Madison Plains over Westfall, Liberty Union over Byrne Union 3-1, and Taze Valley narrowly beating Grove City 3-2. For more scores, you can check out the Haynes Total Healthcare Center High School scoreboard on littermedia.com. The Prospect League postseason awards continue to roll out this week. The Player of the Year is set to be announced later today, which you'll see shared on our social media pages once that happens. The Reds and Cardinals had a wild ninth inning to wrap up their 5-game series. After the Reds had scored 5 times in the 6th to take a 5-4 lead, the Cardinals scored 6 runs in the top of the 9th to go ahead 10-5. Cincinnati narrowed the gap by scoring 4 more runs in the 9th, but came up short, 10 runs to 9. St. Louis took 3 of 5 in this series. Cincinnati will open a weekend series in Arizona tonight. The Guardians took the Giants 5-2 yesterday. Guardians hit the road to Colorado for a weekend set with the Rockies. NFL preseason football continues tomorrow, with the Browns home with Buffalo at 1 p.m. and the Bengals hosting Chicago at 7 p.m. tomorrow night. And now, the time that everybody's been waiting for, the announcement of this week's Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Litter Media Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union, is Connor Chandler of McLean Golf. Chandler's carried a 35 in Tigers golf match at Buckeye Hills this week. Congratulations. Well-earned meet medalist for the tri-match at Buckeye Hills for McLean Golf. Connor Chandler, our Litter Media Player of the Week. If you have a player you'd like to nominate, send their name and some info to littermedia@gmail.com. In December, we'll announce a Player of the Year, and you can see all of the 2026 Players of the Week at littermedia.com. Coming up next, we'll take a look at this date in history, followed by our national days right here on Litter Media Live. But first, I want to tell you about Litter Quality Propane, of course. Online propane monitoring and reporting. Know your home's consumption and gas remaining in the tank. You can find out more on litterpropane.com.
Dixie Chopper. Speed when you need it.
Visit your local Dixie Chopper dealer today or visit dixiechopper.com.
Introducing the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. We want to put your pet in the spotlight. Pets with paws to pets with fins. If they gallop, crawl, or slither, play fetch, or simply curl up and snuggle. Send us a photo of your pet and we'll announce a new pet each week. And one pet will be crowned Pet of the Year. To nominate your pet, visit littermedia.com. Click on Pet of the Week. Tell us about your pet and be sure to include a photo. Watch Litter Media Live each Thursday for the announcement of the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. No purchase necessary. Contest applications must be from Ohio residents and at least 18 years old.
Tecumseh. Fascinating. Captivating. Mesmerizing. Tecumseh.
The Bean Foundation wants to raise awareness about suicide prevention by sharing 988. Trained crisis counselors are available to talk 24/7, 365 days a year. 988. Save the number. Save a life. To learn more about the Bean Foundation, click on this ad on littermedia.com.
Now time for the educational portion of our show where we tell you what happened on this date in history and our national days. Starting off with this date in history, on August 21st, 1911, the Mona Lisa is stolen from the Louvre, and then it's not recovered until 1913. I was talking to my wife probably a week ago, and she graduated with an art degree. I said, "What's the big deal about the Mona Lisa? Why is it special?" Because if you ever seen a picture of it hanging in the Louvre, I mean, it's tiny, and it's just a portrait like any other that would be painted around that time. And we did a little research. It turns out what the Mona Lisa is really the most famous for is its history. It's been stolen a number of times, and just read the Wikipedia article about the Mona Lisa and everything it's been through. It's a pretty fascinating read. Now I want to tell you about our national days today. It's Brazilian Blowout Day. I think that's a hair thing. Senior Citizens Day and Spumoni Day. Traditional spumoni, this is an Italian dessert, has 3 molded layers of flavored gelato with candied fruits, nuts, and chocolate. Traditional layers consist of an almond layer, a semi-sweet chocolate layer, and I'm going to spell this word because I know I'm not going to pronounce it. Stracciatella. This is definitely an Italian word, and I don't speak Italian, so I'm not even going to try. But it sounds like a good dessert, kind of like an Italian fruitcake. I don't know if I'd like it, though. Coming up this weekend, more national days. We have tomorrow, Be an Angel Day, Never Been Better Day, Pecan Torte Day, Surgical Oncologist Day, and Tooth Fairy Day. On Sunday, it's Cuban Sandwich Day, Ride the Wind Day, Sponge Cake Day, and Find Your Inner Nerd Day. We hope you'll celebrate those over the weekend, and we hope you'll join us tonight on Litter Media Radio or watch our Facebook or YouTube live streams for our Litter Media Game of the Week. Circleville comes to Chillicothe. That's all kicking off around 6:30 tonight. Just find us on littermedia.com. For Dan Ramey, I'm Aaron Glandon. Thank you for watching this edition of Litter Media Live.